Welcome back to another episode of DAS with your host, Sean Mack. Today we're going to be discussing one of the more tragic tales in boxing history, if not in sports history, the death of Duk-Koo Kim. So if you like today's content, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Let's go. Kim Duk-Koo, born July 29, 1955, and tragically left this world November 18, 1982, a South Korean boxer who died after fighting in a world championship boxing match against Ray Mancini. His death sparked reform aimed at better protecting the health of boxers, including reducing the number of rounds in championship bouts from 15 to 12. Kim was born in Gangwon Province, South Korea, 100 miles east of Seoul, the youngest of 5 children. His father died when he was only 2 and his mother married 3 more times. Kim grew up poor. He worked odd jobs such as a shoe shine boy and a tour guide before getting into boxing in 1976. After compiling a 29-4 amateur record, he turned professional in 1978. In February 1982, he won the Oriental and Pacific Boxing Federation lightweight title and became the World Boxing Association's #1 contender. Kim carried a 17-1-1 professional record into the Mancini fight and had won 8 bouts by KO before flying to Las Vegas as the world's WBA #1 challenger to the world lightweight champion Mancini. However, he had only fought outside of South Korea only once before, in the Philippines. It was his first time flying to North America. Now, let's take a deeper dive into the death of Kim Duk-Koo. Kim was lightly regarded by the U.S. boxing establishment, but not Ray Mancini, who believed this fight would be, quote, a war, end quote. Kim struggled to lose weight in the days prior to the bout so that he could weigh in under the lightweight 135 limit. Before the fight, Kim was quoted as saying, quote, either he dies or I die, end quote. He wrote the message live or die on the Las Vegas hotel lampshade only days before the bout. A mistaken translation led to kill or be killed being reported in the media. Kim and Mancini met in an arena outside of Caesar's Palace on November 13, 1982, the night after Aaron Pryor defeated Alexis Aguilu. They went toe-to-toe for a good portion of the bout, to the point that Mancini briefly considered quitting. Kim tore open Mancini's left ear and puffed up his eye, and Mancini's left hand swelled to twice its normal size. After the fight, Mancini's left eye would be completely closed. However, by the latter rounds, Mancini began to dominate, landing many more punches than Kim. In the 11th, he buckled Kim's knees. In the beginning of the 13th round, Mancini charged Kim with a flurry of 39 punches, but had little effect. Sugar Ray Leonard, working as one of the analysts that night, said that Kim came right back very strong. Leonard later declared the round to be closely contested. When the fighters came out for the 14th round, Mancini charged forward and hit Kim with a right. Kim reeled back. Mancini missed with a left, and then Mancini hit Kim with another hard right hand. Kim went flying into the ropes, his head hitting the canvas. Kim managed to rise unsteadily to his feet, but referee Richard Green stopped the fight and Mancini was declared the winner by TKO 19 seconds into the 14th round. Ralph Wiley of Sports Illustrated, who was covering the fight that night, would later recall Kim pulling himself to the ropes as he was dying as, quote, one of the greatest physical feats I've ever witnessed, end quote. Minutes after the fight was over, Kim collapsed into a coma and was removed from the Caesar's Palace arena on a stretcher and taken to the Desert Springs Hospital. At the hospital, he was found to have a subdural hematoma consisting of 100 cubic centimeters of blood in his skull. Emergency brain surgery was performed at the hospital to try to save his life, but Kim died 5 days later after the bout, on November 18th. The neurosurgeon said it was caused by one punch. The week after, Sports Illustrated published a photo of the fight on its cover under the heading Tragedy in the Ring. The profile of the incident was heightened by the fight having been televised live by CBS in the United States. Kim had never fought a 15-round bout before. In contrast, Mancini was much more experienced at the time. He had fought 15-round bouts 3 times and gone to the 14th once before. Kim compiled a record of 17 wins with 2 losses and 1 draw. 8 of Kim's wins were knockouts. In the aftermath of Kim's death, Mancini went through a period of reflection as he blamed himself for Kim's passing. After friends helped him by telling him it was just an accident, Mancini went on with his career, though still haunted by Kim's death. His promoter, Bob Arum, said, quote, "Mancini was never the same after Kim's death," end quote. 2 years later, Mancini lost his title to Livingstone Bramble. 4 weeks after the fatal fight, the Mike Weaver versus Michael Dokes fight took place at Caesar Palace in the same venue, which ended in a technical knockout declared 63 seconds into the fight. Referee Joey Curtis admitted to stopping the fight early under orders by Nevada State Commission, which required referees to be aware of fighters' health. In light of the Mancini's Kim fight, a rematch was ordered. Kim's mother flew from South Korea to Las Vegas to be with her son before the life support equipment was turned off. 3 months later, she took her own life by drinking a bottle of pesticide. The bout's referee, Richard Green, also took his own life via an inflicted gunshot wound on July 1st, 1983. Kim left behind a fiancé, Lee Young-min, despite rules against South Korea boxers having girlfriends. At the time of Kim's death, Lee was pregnant with their son, Kim Chi-wang, who was born in July of 1983. Kim Chi-wang became a dentist. In 2011, Kim Chi-wang and his mother had a meeting with Ray Mancini as part of a documentary on his life called The Good Son. The only good thing to come out of this tragic incident was the boxing rule changes. The Nevada State Athletic Commission proposed a series of rule changes as a result, announcing it before the December 10th match between Michael Dokes and Mike Weaver. That would in itself be disputed because of what the officials were informed before the fight. The breakdown between rounds were initially proposed to go from 60 seconds to 90 seconds, but it was later rescinded. The standing 8 count, which allows a knockdown to be called even if the boxer is not down, but on the verge of being knocked down, was imposed. A new rule regarding suspensions of license were imposed 45 days after a knockout loss. The WBC, whose regional championship Kim held, prior to relinquishing it for a WBA championship opportunity, announced during an annual convention of 1982 that many rules concerning boxers' medical care before fights need to be changed. One of the most significant was the WBC's reduction of title fights from 15 rounds to 12. The WBA, which sanctioned the fatal match, and the IBF followed the WBC in 1987. The WBO was formed in 1988. It immediately operated with 12-round world championship bouts. In the years following Kim's death, new medical procedures were introduced to fighters' pre-game checkups, such as electrocardiograms, brain tests, and lung tests. As one boxing leader put it, quote, "A fighter checkups before fights used to consist of blood pressure and heart checks before 1982, but not anymore." Thanks for watching. I've been Sean Mack. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you like the video, and get in that comment section as well and let me know, do you think today's boxing rules will prevent this from ever happening again? Once again, thanks for watching. Death After Sports. Kim Duk-Koo.